Hey, John.
Are we good?
Ellen. How are you both?
Good. I've got a little weed whacking going on, but I think we're going to be good.
Okay, great. Ellen, how are you?
I'm good. Thank you.
Right.
How about you?
I'm good.
Hi.
No complaints. No complaints. We'll just wait on Olivia to join us. Ellen, were you successful in getting any bands?
No, there aren't any, and they've been sold out.
Oh, you're both frozen on me.
Uh-oh. Let's see. I don't know how to get unfrozen.
Are
Can
you
you-
frozen? I can hear you. I just
Okay.
can't hear Jordan.
Oh.
I
So we've
see.
been on that.
Yeah, you're coming in clear. I think Jordan is having the Wi-Fi issue.
Okay. We went on that hike yesterday, John.
How was it?
It was gorgeous.
Oh my gosh. I've got to do it.
It's tons of people, but good.
Okay.
Everybody waited for each other. Lots of kids.
It was a weekend, wasn't it? So maybe it would be less so.
Yeah, we didn't mind. Everybody let everybody by, and
Oh, good.
but
And did
it's
you
beautiful.
do did you go all the way around?
We did a loop.
Oh, good.
Yeah, and it took about, I say, an hour.
Okay.
We were super slow.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and there are
And-
just ferns everywhere.
Oh, cool.
It was like
What
a fern forest.
What time did you go?
We got a late start. We probably left at 11.
Okay. Okay. Were there people with dogs?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah,
And
definitely.
Okay. So I could take Emmy.
Oh, definitely.
What's it?
Yeah, she could do it. She could do it. It's not a hard hike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
I think people went earlier.
Uh-huh.
Lots of cars were earlier,
Okay.
but it was fine doing it then.
Yeah, because it's up high enough that it's cool enough.
Yeah, it's a whole nother world.
Yeah.
Where was the hike, Ellen?
Where was it, John?
Coloco.
Coloco.
That's right. I live right down the road.
No way, really? I was wondering.
Turn up Coloco Drive. Your first right. It's called Old Mamalahoa Highway. We're right there.
No way. It's beautiful up there.
Yeah. It's and so you guys must have done the hey. I lost you. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I'm not sure what happened, but I lost you guys for a second. I'm just now getting back. I missed the whole first portion of Ellen, your conversation, but yeah, it's like a whole other world, right? The ferns, the fiddle ferns, and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Up on Hale Street.
and there are lots of kids. What?
You do the Hao Street loop, HAO. Right.
I don't know what loop we did. We were sort of confused.
Yeah, probably so, right? Did you go? Just a long trail?
Yeah.
Well, okay. There's actually a loop, and you can do it. If you probably saw it, you'll pass like a fence.
Yeah.
And just past that fence, there's a steep climb. I don't know did you see that at all? It's a pretty wide, almost looks like an old logging trail.
I think so. We followed the fence there
Yeah.
for a long time. And then we went on that one trail that goes over and brings you back.
Gotcha. So did you guys go up and then come back down?
Up and come back down.
Okay, yeah, beautiful. Yeah, it's weird that.
Yeah, there were kids your age there.
What's that?
There are kids your age kids there.
Oh, right on. Yeah.
Yeah, it was beautiful. I want to go back.
Yeah, it really is. It's a nice hike. It's refreshing.
Right, not too long.
Yeah, it's not too long. It's not too hot.
Yeah, it was kind of drizzling, but beautiful. Mist. It was a mist.
Yeah.
So you
Ellen,
did
a band.
Were
you able to? I'm sorry?
You live on not that street, Coloco, but if you kept going,
Nope. So I live further down the hill, further Mackay. So
oh, okay.
as soon as you turn on Coloco Drive, if you make that immediate right, that's old Mamalahoa Highway. I live
Okay.
down about not even a quarter mile on the right side. There's a small road, private road that kind of drives, that has a cul-de-sac, and we live right off there.
It's beautiful.
It's nice. We like it. It's like, it never gets too hot. In the winter, sometimes in the morning, it actually is a little chilly. It's great. We love it.
Is it sunny sometimes?
Mm-hmm. So we're at 1,500 feet. So it stays sunny most of the time. If you go up, another 500 feet, right? It's just, you're pretty much in the clouds most of the time, right? Like,
Yeah.
the clouds start rolling in around like 10, 11 o'clock in the morning. But so we live right below that. So, for us, it's, we're good. It stays sunny most of the time. In the like around 2-3 o'clock, it'll often rain, but for the most part, it's nice. And, there's not a, Olivia asked me to text it to her.
So my TRX came.
Oh, great, John.
Great.
Haven't
Oh, great.
for next.
Where'd you put it, John?
Well, there's a beam here. I don't know that you can see it, but
Yeah, I can see it.
yeah. So I think it's sturdy enough. I could just loop it over. I don't think I even need to mount anything.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, John, you can use that door. If you don't want to mount, sorry, Olivia just. So she'll be joining us in just a second. Yeah, John, if you can, that's a simple way to do it. Just loop one strap around, and you can connect it right to that strap.
Yeah. And so, and I think Olivia has a TRX.
Does. I'm not sure if, she'll be on in just a second. I'm not sure if hers is installed yet or not.
Oh, okay.
We'll find out. I know that was the plan. Ellen has one. And Ellen, I'm not sure, were you able to locate any bands?
No, a friend went there and checked, and they had been sold out.
Yeah.
Both the kind of bands.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me.
If you were to order weights and stuff, where would you? Everybody's out of them, but we just wanted some.
What may be worth checking out is let me look on and see, if you can get them on Amazon and you can get them free shipping, through Prime. If it's light enough, a lot of companies will do that. I think CAP will do that. Also, hey, there she is.
I think I'm here.
But let me look.
Good morning, Olivia.
Hi,
Good morning,
Olivia.
Ellen.
Olivia, there's a little bit of an echo. Sounds like feedback.
Yes. Hang on.
Don't worry.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Oh,
You must be
God.
on 2 devices.
I'm trying to.
There you go.
You see me?
Yep, and we can hear you clearly.
Okay, good. Oh,
Hello.
it never ends, Jordan. It never ends.
I've had one of those mornings too.
Oh. Okay, carry on.
We were just discussing ordering weights and stuff. Yeah, Ellen, CAP, they sell off of Amazon, and a lot of times it's Prime if it's under a certain amount of weight. So that's a nice one. It's simple. It's easy. Let me look and see though too. Not Walmart actually will do it. I think they'll do it free shipping. Again, depending upon how light it is. and they'll kind of do the same thing. I think it ends up being, and they'll honor the price that's in the store. And if they don't have it in the store, they'll, you can ship it, and you may have to pick it up from the store, but it's still, it ends up being like $1 a pound, which is, or something close to that, which is really reasonable.
Yeah. Everybody's sold out of them, of course, but I was just wondering if you knew, like, yeah.
And bands too. They sell out really, really. All right, you guys. Well, Ellen, you know what I may have you do is during one of the, John, is your TRX up or not?
No.
Okay. So I may have, Ellen, there's something we're going to do, and I'm not quite sure. I may just switch gears on you guys completely, but having you do something on your TRX while John and Liv are doing something.
Okay, and I can, I was thinking of hanging that TRX from this.
I can't see it. You're pointing to something. Can you angle up for me?
So like this.
What is that supporting? Is that a swing?
The roof. Yeah, we have a swing, but it's like right here. You can't see.
Oh, there's the beam. Oh.
The beam, yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's perfect.
Like
that's perfect. Are you going to anchor to that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you can even.
And I can do it with you.
Yeah, no, that's perfect. That's perfect. If you can do that, that's great. That's great. The biggest thing is just make sure it's anchored well. I'm sure you will.
Yeah.
Making sure it's anchored well. All right. Are you guys ready to rock and roll?
Yes.
So one request, we're gonna cool down with a band series that we often do. Well, John's done it a lot of times. Olivia's done it a couple of times. Ellen, I don't know that we've done before. I just want you to be aware of that. So make sure you have a strap or a band or even a belt, something close by. Something accessible, right? When we get to that, because what we'll do is we'll cool down with a little bit of yoga. Assisted stretching with a band or a strap, and with a little shavasana at the end. So just bear in mind, John's prepped and ready to go.
I'm ready for shavasana.
We're going to actually begin, you guys, and let me kind of get our traffic pattern going. We're going to begin on the floor. Right, we're going to begin and end on the floor today. So what I want you to do is grab Ellen, you got 2s and I think 5s.
Yes.
Grab them both. Olivia, grab your 5s. John, grab your 10s. That may be a little heavy. John, you have 1 5, right?
I have 1 5 and 2 10s.
Okay. At some point, I'm not saying you don't have to do this, but at some point you may want to consider getting another 5, because I think the 10s are a little much for some of that single joint stuff that we do, and I think the 5s would give you a little bit more control and allow you to open up a little bit.
Okay.
So if you're ever again, this is no rush, but if you're at Target, you're at Walmart, you may want to just stop by the sporting goods section and see if you can find like a single 5.
Okay.
Right? To add to your collection. Usually they keep that size weight in pretty good stock. So it may be something worth adding to your agenda or adding to your your arsenal.
Good. And it would even.
What's that?
It would even me out.
Exactly. Yeah, and it's just a little bit lighter. That tends a lot to add single joint with some of the stuff that we do warm up wise.
Okay.
But all right, so we're gonna grab your lighter dumbbells. Again, grab your 2s, and actually, because we're gonna roll right into another thing on the floor, right? Go ahead, get your 10s, Olivia. Ellen, get your 8s. John, get your 15s. Accessible, right? Get accessible, because we're just gonna stay on the floor for these first 2 series. And one more request: get your 20-pound dumbbell and bring it with us. So I know it's a lot, but just to recap, we've got your lighter dumbbells. And again, Ellen, I know you got 2s and 5s. You can bring them both if you want. And again, just make them accessible. Ellen, you're going to grab your 8s, and you're going to grab their 20, I believe. John, you got your 20, got your 15s, and your 10s, right? Just kind of make sure all your dumbbells are close by.
Okay.
Olivia, you're going to grab your 5s, your 10s, and your 20.
Okay.
Because we're going to hang out here on the floor for a little while.
Hey.
How's everybody doing? Everybody good with all that?
Yeah.
All right. So as we've been doing, because we have the time, we're going to start off with just a little bit of breath work. Then we'll move into some, a little bit of active stretching, just using body weight just to get things loose and mobile. And then we'll dive into our resistance training. Ellen, we're going to do a little bit more glute activation today. All right, you guys. So come on down, right? Come on down. Just find a comfortable position. And what we'll do is I want you to find, right, a little bit of a tuck in the pelvis. Make sure your back is nice and relaxed. Letting go of the hips, letting go of the low back. Knees in the air, feet on the floor. And we'll place your hands on your belly. And then what I want you guys to do is just to start, close your eyes and just focus on your breath for a little bit. And like we often do with Tai Chi, with Qigong, just to see if you can observe your body breathing. Spend a few moments just noticing your body breathing and making that the practice. And see if you can resist the urge to try to manipulate it. All right, you're just noticing your body breathing. Maybe notice the rise and fall in your belly. Pay attention to the sensation of the breath going in and out through the nose. Notice the expansion, not only in the belly, but in the side ribs, maybe even a little bit into the lower back. Especially as you let your body weight just sink into the floor, let the lower back soften, let the hips soften. And then let's just play with that breath a little bit. I want you to exhale all the air out of your lungs. And as we often do in Tai Chi, just wait for and allow for that nice full inhalation to fill the body. So make the game exhaling fully, waiting for and allowing for that nice full inhalation to fill the body. And just stay with that. Exhaling fully, waiting for and allowing for that nice full inhalation to fill the body. One more breath here. Exhale all the air out of your lungs. And as you inhale, just gently open your eyes and just make sure you can see me. And we're going to move a little bit of, we're going to do a little bit of movement here at the body. All right, so we'll start off with a little movement at the pelvis first. So as you inhale, I want you to arch the back. And as you exhale, I want you to tuck the pelvis and flatten the back. So right as you inhale, you're going to arch. Hopefully you guys can see me. And then exhale, you're going to round and tuck. So we're just getting a little movement at the lumbar spine. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round and tuck. Inhale, arch. Pelvis goes forward. Exhale, tuck the pelvis, tuck the tailbone, flatten the back. Again. Inhale, arch. Exhale, tuck and flatten. And then I want you just to bring a little attention to your ribs. Inhale, the lower ribs, front of the ribs. And as you tuck and flatten the back, think about the ribs gently coming down. And as you inhale and arch the back, let the ribs kind of flare. And as you exhale and tuck, think about the ribs flattening out. Inhale, let the ribs flare, arch the back. Exhale, tuck the tailbone, flatten the back, and gently push the ribs down. Inhale, arch, ribs flare. Exhale, flatten, ribs go down. And then just watch what the head and neck want to naturally do. As you inhale, arch, and the ribs flare, notice how the chin gently tucks, and you lengthen through the back, or lengthen through the back of the neck. And then as you exhale, notice how the neck wants to arch as you flatten that lower back, and just let that happen. Inhale, arch. So you're getting a little undulation at the cervical spine at the same time. Exhale. Let's just do that a few more times. Inhale, arch. Exhale. One more time. Inhale, arch. And then exhale, flatten. Great. And we're going to keep that little flat back, a little tuck in the tailbone, and we're going to hip bridge, right? So we'll inhale, raise the hips up. And then exhale, lower down. And you can go all the way, or you can limit that range of motion. I'm fine with whatever. But you're just going to inhale, come right back into that hip bridge. Inhale, arch. Exhale, lower. And just stay with that. Make it with your breath. Inhale, arch. Exhale, lower. And really, I want you to squeeze the glute top, right? Inhale, arch. Squeeze the glutes. Press through the heels. Exhale, lower. Inhale. Exhale. So we're working mobility here. That's why we're reversing the breathing. Let's just do one more. And I want you just to hold it. Exhale fully, the hips up in that bridge position. Do another nice deep breath. And then exhale, lower on down. We'll hug the knees into the chest. Just give a little rock side to side. And then we're going to stack the knees, the hips, ankles over the knees. And we've done this numerous times before. We'll often add weight to this. But here we're going to do it without weight. So, right, knees just in front of the hips, ankles just above the knees into this DNS position. So we're flattening the back and we're getting a little bit of core support, right? Then the palms are going to go down onto the floor. Palms down, fingertips forward, pointing in front of you. They're going to inhale, reach those arms overhead. Back of the hands towards the floor above you. Fingertips reaching to the wall behind you. And then as you exhale, bring them back down. Palms on the floor. Yeah, inhale, we're reaching up. Exhale, lower on down. And again, try to find that support in your core, right? Especially as you inhale and reach the fingers overhead. Try to find the support in your core to keep that back nice and flat because the back's going to want to arch. Again, your breath, inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Let's just do that one more time. Inhale up. And you're just going to hold on this one. Exhale. Hold that arms over. Hold the arms overhead. Breathe into it. One more nice deep breath. And then we're going to exhale. We'll lower the hands back down. And then lower the feet to the floor. We're going to do one more here before we dive more and specifically into your strength. So what we're going to do is I want you to straighten your right leg out onto the floor. Pull your toes back towards your shin. And this is going to be kind of a simultaneous little bit of core work, a little bit of breathing exercise, and a little bit of actively stretching out your hamstring. So what I want you to do with your right leg extended, I want you to you're going to tuck your tailbone, flatten your back just a little bit. It doesn't have to be crazy. Everybody's going to be a little bit different. I just want you to feel more engaging in your core, and I don't want it to be too much into that hip flexor, right, that right hip flexor. As you pull the toes back towards your shin, you're going to inhale, raise that right leg up. And as you exhale, I want you to slowly lower down and fight the lowering with the core. Again, you'll inhale, raise that leg up. And as you exhale, slowly lower down, find the support in your core. Inhale, raise that leg up. Exhale, slowly lower down. And again, you're trying to keep that back relatively flat, tail slightly tucked. And again, find the support in your core, especially as you lower on down. Let's just go 2 more times here. Inhale up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale up. Exhale, lower down. And then we'll switch. So we'll bend that right knee, straighten the left leg, and we'll do the same thing. Your breath, you're going to inhale, reach up, stretching out the back of that left leg. Exhale, slowly lower down. Inhale, reaching up. Stretch out the back of that leg. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, lower down. Let's just do that one more time. Inhale up. Exhale, lower down. And then again, we'll rebend the knees, hug the knees into the chest, rock a little side to side. All right, you guys. Now you're going to roll to your side. Doesn't matter. Actually, let's roll. Everybody roll to your left. How you guys feeling, by the way?
Good.
Nice little way to warm up, right?
Yeah.
I'm asleep.
So here's what we got. We're going to start, upping the ante a little bit. What I want you guys to do is you're going to bend your bottom leg. Does everybody know what anybody not know what clamshells are?
I don't think.
Okay, John, you've probably seen them or done them before. Kind of a common PT exercise, right? It's when you're doing this, right?
Okay.
So you're in kind of hook lying position.
Right.
So, but what we're going to do is, we're going to, so we're on our left side, knees are bent, right? Ankles kind of in line with your tailbone. Knees are at 90 degrees. What we're going to do is we're going to straighten that right leg or top leg, right? And then from here, what you're going to do is you're just going to pulse the top leg up and down. Yeah. And what we're doing is we're kind of going for a little bit of a burn in the back of that right glute. And we're going to go 10 to 20 here. Just go till you feel a relative burn. And you can even turn that right foot out a little bit so the pinky toe is kind of pointing up towards the ceiling or the sky. I'll get a little bit more into that right glute. And again, this is just a pulse. And go till you feel a little bit of a burn, which is probably coming pretty close. And then I want you just to stop and pulse. All right? Let that burn subside. And we're going to do it one more time before we switch to your other side. So again, we'll straighten that top leg, rotate that foot out just a little bit, and we're just going to go up and down. Again, let me know if you feel anything kind of funky here. Great. Again, we're just going till we get a little bit of a burn. Ellen, how you doing over here?
Great.
Awesome.
That's good.
Again, once you feel that burn, you can go ahead and stop, rest. We'll switch and we'll go over to that other side. So same thing, right? We'll line up the heels with the tailbone. Knees at 90 degrees. And this time what we're going to do is we're going to straighten that left leg, and we'll do the same thing. So you can kind of come right to it when you're ready. You're just going to pulse up and down. And you place your hand on your left glute and see if you can feel that activated. All right, so we'll take our hand, place on the back of that left hip, and just see if you feel that activated. And again, we're just going till we feel a burn. About 15 to 20. And then you're going to rest once you get that, once that burn kind of starts to set in your back of your left hip. You'll rest, you'll reset. And then when you're ready, once all that sensation has subsided, we'll do it again. We're just going to do 2 of these. And if you feel this on the top of the hip more than you do the back, what I want you to do is turn that foot actually in a little bit. Point that toe down. If you feel it more in the side, outside, less in the back, try pointing that toe down. And John, just make sure it's going, yeah. All right, great. And then we're gonna rest. Again, once that burning kind of sets in, you're gonna rest. All right, now let's go ahead and take your, how's everybody feeling? Can you guys feel it in the back of your hips?
Yeah.
All right, great. So now I want you just to take your 5-pound dumbbells, right? Or John, your 10s. We're gonna come back into this DNS position, right? Knees in front of hips, ankles above knees. And we're gonna do, again, we've done this a lot as well. You're gonna go fly to pull over, right? Fly to pull over. So arms are gonna go out to the side. Arms are gonna go overhead. Arms out to the side, arms overhead, right? So wide, stretch out the chest, and bring them overhead, bringing the dumbbells together. Yeah, yep, great, Ellen. Nice, John, Olivia, you guys looking good. And we're just gonna go 8 in each direction. We're just getting the shoulders nice and loose now.
Can I bring my knees up?
Yeah, bring them up, Olivia, into that hook line position or that DNS position. Then Ellen, just what I want you to do is you're going to alternate. So from, you'll do your fly and then bring those arms overhead. Yeah, just so we can really open up those shoulders. Great, you guys. And again, we're just going to go 8 on each side. All right, 8 in each direction. Sorry, 8 in each direction. And when you're pow with that, you're going to roll to your side, and we're just going to do external dumbbell external rotation. All right, and that's where we take that dumbbell side in that sideline position. We go out, out and in with that dumbbell. Yeah, great. All right, so once you're pow with those, we're going to come back into this sideline position like we did with our hip abduction, but we're going to do external rotation with that dumbbell. And this is where we're going to go midline of the body to shoulder, midline of the body to shoulder. Yeah, and we're just gonna do 1 set of each of these. Just getting the shoulders loose, getting the hips activated, and then we're gonna dive you guys right into meat and potatoes of your workout. So we'll probably end up spending a little bit more time today on recovery-based stuff, just with the, you guys are okay with that. But we'll still make sure you get a good solid workout in too. Yeah, we're just gonna go 8 to 10 on each side. And once you're pow with that, if you wanna grab some water, because then we're gonna dive right into our strength training. And we're gonna actually be on the floor for our strength training, at least for this first portion. All right, you guys, nice. All right, so we'll start off again. If you guys need a break, go ahead and grab some water if you want to grab some. If not, we'll dive right into it. Awesome. Olivia, how you feeling over there?
Okay.
Cool. So our first exercise is going to be our hip bridge, right? But we're going to do it on the floor. We've been doing it a lot on the ball, but today we're going to do it on the floor. And we'll grab our 20-pound dumbbell. I'm just waiting for Ellen to get back. I don't want to rush it too much about her. Give you guys a chance to recover. So, right, we're going to grab our heavier dumbbell, 20-pound dumbbell. And John, I know you got a 30, so you can always grab, if you find that you want to up the ante a little bit, you can.
I don't have a 30.
I don't know why Olivia does. I don't know why I keep thinking you do. So, right, we're going to take that 20-pound dumbbell, right? Mm-hmm. We're going to put our hips. Again, just make sure that the knees are in the most appropriate position, right? So we're roughly 90 degrees, feet about hip width apart, and feet slightly turned out. And here we're just going to come into this guy. And again, remember, it's just a pulse. So we're going down about halfway, squeezing and driving up. Down about halfway, squeezing and driving up. And really drive through those heels to drive those hips up. All right, those knees are at roughly 90 degrees. Too far out, we're going to feel it mostly in the hamstring. If we bring those feet too close in, you're going to feel it mostly in the quadriceps. Yeah, great, you guys. Now, Ellen, I would slide that dumbbell down towards your hips a little bit more as long as it feels comfortable on your hips. Yeah, great, 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 great. Now, yeah, that looks great, you guys. And again, we're just assessing. If you feel it more in the hamstring, right? More in the hamstring than the glutes, try walking your heels closer to your rear. If you feel it more in your knees, the top of the knees, right? Then try walking your feet a little further out. So you're dialing in the most optimal position to you based on trying to target your glutes. We're going to go 15 to 25 repetitions here, right? You want to burn. We can take this exercise to basically failure, right? Because if it's a small movement, your body's in a good position. You're not, as long as you're not feeling any pain in your neck or even in your low back, you can really work those glutes to a strong fatigue before we stop. So we're roughly 15 to 25. If it feels really light and you feel really good, take it to 30 and really focus on squeezing those glutes hard as you drive through your heels. Great, you guys. When you're powered this, we're going to come into a two-arm floor chest press, right? So what we'll do is we'll grab Ellen, your 8, Olivia, your 10s, John, your 15, and watch me really quick because we've done these before, right? We actually did these a couple of days ago, and we did them alternating. Here, we're going to do them both dumbbells together, pressing up at the same time. And if we want to up the ante, we can bring our legs up again into that DNS position and do it that way. Yeah, great, you guys. Looking good. And here, we're going to go 10 to 15. These dumbbells are fairly light for all of you. So we'll go 10 to 15 here. Again, just make sure you feel solid. Because of this is a compound movement, we don't take an exercise like this to failure, right? Like we could with that hip lift. You know, it's a little more challenging. There's a lot going on. And I want you to go a little bit slower, right? So 3 seconds on the way down, 2 seconds on the way up. 3, 2, 1, 1, 2 is the rhythm pattern. 10 to 15. Great, you guys. Again, 10 to 15, you're going to rest, you're going to recover, and then when you're ready, we'll go back into that hip bridge. We're going to do 3 sets just like this, right? 3 sets back to back, taking as much recovery as you feel you need. Okay. Yeah.
I have a hard time getting this on my.
It's kind of heavy. That's a heavy one for you, Ellen. So again, I want you to feel comfortable. If you don't feel, especially if you feel any pain with that sitting on your hips, let's go lighter. Or we can put a towel on your hips underneath, or some kind of mat underneath the belt, in between your belly and the hips, if you feel like you need to. Please don't hesitate. There's no reason for us to make you uncomfortable having that weight on your hips. We can always put a towel to cushion it. Beautiful, you guys. Again, same thing, 15 to 25. Maybe you're going to 30. You can really kind of work this here. We can push this to fatigue because your glutes are super, super strong muscles. And we're only really crossing, we're just working that hip joint. So you're in a good position. Again, as long as you don't feel any pain in your neck and your lower back, to really fatigue these muscles. And who doesn't want strong glutes? Great, you guys. Going for that burn. Mike Byrne would be proud, Olivia and John. Take it to failure. Ellen's met Mike too.
Oh God.
Mike's the big guy, Ellen, at the gym, who always comes in as you're leaving. He and his wife are,
Yeah.
He usually scoffs at it because it's doing some sort of flexibility thing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Awesome. John, Olivia, Ellen, when you guys are done, right, we'll come back into that chest press. Again, take as much rest and recovery as you need. We're not in any rush here. You guys are in control, right? Knees in the air, right? Feet above the knees, in front of the hips, ankles above the knees, and we're coming back into that dumbbell chest press. Again, nice and controlled on the way down, 3 seconds on the way down, 2 seconds on the way up. Beautiful, you guys. Those are great. Yeah. So again, 10 to 15, you're in control. Keep it smooth, especially when we're working with lighter dumbbells. You know, and they're lighter for you guys. They're more of a kind of a moderate weight for you. You can always slow down what we call the eccentric or negative phase, which is like the lowering, the lengthening phase, to make it a little more challenging. Your body has to stabilize more. So that's a way that we can just kind of enhance the intensity without necessarily adding weight. Again, 10 to 15, you're in control. And once you power these, we will move, we'll do one more set of each of these. Yeah. Yep, one more set. We'll go back. We'll grab that 20-pound dumbbell, place it on your hips. You got one more set of each. How's everybody feeling? All right. Yeah, great, you guys. Again, 15 to 30, right? 15 to 30. Again, just going for that burn. Just working those glutes. Yeah. All right. Especially on this last set. Take it to where you can pretty much can't do any more. These are strong, strong muscles. Great, you guys. All right. Yeah. How's everybody feeling?
Good.
Does it feel like your glutes are about to cramp?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are muscles that you can really, really work, right? They really are. And the stronger we get those muscles, the better, I mean, performances, right? Like any kind of recreational or athletic endeavor. And then also just the healthier we keep your hips, right? When you guys are ready, we got one more set of those chest press. Again, checking out shoulders, make sure shoulders feel good, right? Let me know if anything feels a little funky, right? And you know when you're lowering, right? So imagine if you guys were looking at me from above, right? Like if you were on my ceiling looking at me from above, when I come down, I want to, there's a slight rotation, there's a slight external rotation as the elbows kind of come in. And then as I press up, there's a bit of an internal rotation, right? So, right, and let that happen, right? Because that's going to be a little bit healthier on that shoulder joint. Yeah, beautiful, you guys. Looking good. Respecting that body. Again, final set here. And your final set, if it feels really, 15 feels really, really light and easy, what you can, A, do is you can slow it down even more, right? Slow down the negative. Or B, just go for a few more repetitions, maybe 18 to 20. Any kind of compound movement, though, like this, we always want to make sure we leave 1 to 3 in the tank. Make sure you feel solid. Make sure you leave a little bit of a few repetitions in reserve. Great, you guys. And once you're pal with these, go ahead. We're going to come on up. We're going to actually make our way into a standing position. Feel free to grab your grab your ball. Actually, feel free to grab some water if you'd like.
Yeah, I think it will.
And we're going to switch gears. All right. So here's what we got. Actually, we're going to do, we've got 3 exercises we're going to put in succession, right? So what you're going to do is, we're going to do is wall sit. The first exercise we're going to do is a wall sit. So here's what I want you guys to do. We're going to grab your ball, try to find a spot on the wall. So if you can angle your camera to find a spot on the wall, because we're going to do a wall sit but with your ball, right? We're gonna do a wall sit but with your ball. So again, see if you can angle me where we can get a spot on the wall. And then what we want handy is we want, again, Ellen, let's grab your 8. We may eventually use your 12s, but definitely grab your 8s. Olivia, grab your 10s. John, grab your 15s. Also, John and Olivia, you're going to grab your band. And Ellen, you're going to grab your lightest. Listen, just make sure your lighter dumbbells are handy, right? So
Okay.
like your 2s and 5s. So Ellen, your dumbbells are 2s, your 2s and 5s and 8s handy, right? You don't need them right with you, but we want them handy.
Okay.
John, you got your 15s. Olivia, you got your 10s on standby. And then John and Olivia have your band on standby. And we'll go with your light band.
Okay.
So here's what we're going to start off with. We're going to start off with a wall sit. Now, we're going to do this. We're going to only do 2 sets of these, right? But what that's going to, for those of you who, you guys have all done this for me before. If it feels pretty light, you can always grab a dumbbell, right? Like maybe one of your 8s, 10s, or 15s, right? And what you're going to do is you're going to sit down into that wall sit, right? Like we often do against the wall, but because the ball is going to make you use your core a little bit more. If I want to make this more challenging, I'm going to hold my dumbbell, and I can even bring it further out, which is going to make it even more challenging on my core, right? So again, what I want you to do, and I know you guys are all strong, so I want you guys all to try this. Grab your dumbbell, and again, grab the dumbbell, Ellen, your 8, Olivia, your 10, John, your 15, and have it with you, right? Position your ball like you would do squats. Olivia, how you doing over there?
Well, I'm going to watch you first.
Okay, right. So again, I'm in position. Now, here's the thing. I want you guys to actually walk your feet a little bit further than you normally would if you were just doing squats. Olivia, we have to kind of be a little bit mindful of this with you. We may have to kind of not have you go out as far. But so when you drop down, what we ideally want for a wall sit is about 90 degrees at the hip and about at the knee. And we're going to keep that dumbbell close. Once you're in position, we're going to extend it out to work that core a little bit, only as far as feels right for you. And we're going to hold it for 60 seconds.
Woo,
So-
okay.
Too much, right? You can always bring the dumbbell in. You can also put the dumbbell down and just hold that position.
Can you see me?
Any questions about that?
No.
Let me get my timer going. So what we'll do is we'll all start at the same time. And just, if you wouldn't mind, let me know. Ellen, let's slide that ball up a little bit higher on your lower back. Yeah, you want it to be just right there in your lumbar spine. You know what you can do, Ellen? You may feel a little bit more, well, You're good. You're solid. Olivia, you look good. John, you look good. All right. Are you guys ready to do this?
Yep.
I'm gonna do this with you so you can all kind of see how we're going about this. So what I want you to do is go ahead and come on down, right? Come into your squat, slide on down that wall, and just go as deep as feels right for you. Feel free to walk your feet a little further out if you want, because I want you to feel this in your core and in your quads, right? And again, from this position, we can start to extend that dumbbell out. We got 45 more seconds. Just hold that position. If you need to, right, you can always bring that dumbbell back in a little bit. And if you need to, you can always come up a little bit, but try to stay down into it. We're 30 seconds in, and breathe. Yeah, great, you guys. Again, no pain in the knees. Think about grounding down through the heels. Keep the hips gently back. 15 seconds. Yeah, find that breath. Keep that core engaged. You can even give a little bit of a tuck in the pelvis. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2. Let's bring that dumbbell in, and we'll come on up. Nice work, you guys. Where do you guys feel that?
In the gut.
What about you both?
Yeah, I got.
All right. Do you feel it in your thighs at all?
Not yet.
A little bit.
All right. So now you're going to grab both of your dumbbells. We're going to grab, again, your pair, 8s, 10s, or 15s. Right, and what we're going to do, and again, we're just going to do bicep curls, both at the same time, right? Bicep curls at the same time, and I want you to do 8 to 12, and I want you to do 8. Make sure you feel good. Make sure the body feels good. When you start feeling like you want to arch the back or do anything like that, I want you to rest, and then you're going to alternate them, right? So again, we'll go together. Right? And yeah, and Olivia, you can stay against the wall if you want. You don't have to, right? You can come off the wall if you want. Right? And notice how, right, as I'm going down, it's a grocery carry. As I come up, I turn my palms towards my shoulders, right? Thumbs forward, thumbs out to the side. Thumbs forward, thumbs out to the side. Great, you guys. We're going 8 to 12. And then when you're fatigued, or you start to make compensations like in your shoulders or with your back, I want you to rest for a second, and then I want you to alternate. And I want you to do 3 to 5 more, right? So once you fatigue on 2 at a time, you're going to alternate and do 3 to 5 more. Great, you guys. Yeah, John, this is great. Yeah. So we're going 8 to 12 with 2, and then go 3 to 5 more, kind of burn them out one at a time, 3 to 5 more on each side, alternating. You guys should feel. Biceps are another one. As long as you're not arching in the back, we can really work those muscles. And if you keep that core engaged and you squeeze your glutes to give you that nice base, it's a great way to work those muscles. And those are important muscles, right? Those muscles help you lift stuff, right? Really, really key. Awesome. Now, John and Olivia, you're going to grab your band and you're going to do band pull aparts. And that's these guys, right? Working the upper back. You know, I was just thinking something, you know, Ellen, if you or your husband are ever out at you got a band.
Well, I have one of these.
Mm-hmm. It's a little heavy, huh?
Yeah, it's okay. I'll try it.
If it's too heavy, I'm going to give you a dumbbell variation.
Okay.
So here, Ellen, it may be like 8 to 12 for you with that band. John, Olivia, go 10 to 15. Yeah, great, you guys. And we're just going after those muscles in the mid to upper back. Yeah, great. Now, Olivia, I can't see your hands, but you want to just make sure palms are facing down with this one, right? Sometimes we'll do the one where the palms are up. I want you guys to make sure palms are down and they're going out. This is, this just to kind of throw this out there. I got these at Home Depot. These are just big rubber bands.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you're ever at a hardware store and you're like, God, it'd be nice to have, like, 'cause that looks like a pretty heavy band. These are, these are bad little alternatives, right? This is just a big rubber band I got at Home Depot. I got it in like their, like where you buy the hooks, like to hang up mirrors and things like that.
Yeah.
All right, you guys, we're going through again, right? So when you're powered these again, 8 to 12 or 10 to 15, depending on how intense that band is, we're going to go back. We're going to go back into your wall sit, and we're going to do one more set of each of these before we start to cool you guys down and stretch you out. So again, we'll grab that ball. All right, we'll grab your ball. We'll grab one of your dumbbells. We'll put that ball right there in your lower back, lumbar spine, right? It should fit kind of perfectly snugly in that lower back. Great, you guys. And again, we'll walk those feet forward a little bit. And when you're ready, we're going to go in 3, 2, 1. We're going to drop on down. Make sure we got that nice position. Again, deep enough to where we can feel it in the thighs. Feel that core engage. Maybe tuck in your tail just that little bit to feel that support. And then we'll extend that dumbbell out to the extent that feels right for you. Make sure, again, if you want to feel a little bit more in your thighs, drop down a little bit deeper, right? If you want to feel a little bit more in your core, tuck the tail a little bit and extend that ball. And just breathe, right? 30 seconds in. Great, you guys. We're just working endurance in the legs. And again, if you want a little more, you can always sink down a little bit deeper. Tail slightly tucked. Just find that breath, 15 seconds. Okay, as long as it feels good, maybe you sink down a little deeper. You got 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's bring that dumbbell in and come on up and out. How's everybody feeling?
That was harder that time.
Good. So, right, then what we're going to do is we're going to grab those dumbbells, grocery carry, 2 arm at a time, right? We're going to turn them out, right? Thumbs going forward, thumbs to your side. Thumbs point forward, thumbs to your side. And again, same thing. Let's go 8 to 12. If 12's easy, go for 15 with 2 arms, right? Because we're really trying to burn out those biceps. And then once you hit that, again, it could be 12, it could be 15, it could be 10, right? You're going to alternate for another 3 to 5 more. And just really getting those biceps to fatigue. Great, you guys. Really, really nice. Yeah, exactly. Great. Ellen, yeah. Right, when you guys fatigue, you'll come into that alternating for, again, another 3 to 5 more. Yeah. Beautiful. Now we got to get you some. You get 220s. Oh, you got 220s. We're gonna have you bicep curl with 20s. Great, you guys. And then once you're power with those, again, we'll come back. We'll grab your band, and we'll do that band pull apart. Just working those muscles in the mid to upper back. Great, 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 great. And here again, we're just going to go 10 to 15. And if you feel anything in the back of your neck, right, if it's starting to bother your back, drop your chin a little bit. All right. Now, once you're powered with those guys, we'll put your ball up, and we're going to make our way on down to the floor for a little cool down series, a little cool down stretch series. right, so again, make sure you got your strap or band, something that you can use to support your body. Olivia, I can't see you. It's kind of in shadow.
Hang on.
There she is.
I had to change locations.
Got it. So, and what we'll do is come on down, right? And when you come on down, you're gonna lie on your back, left knee on the floor, or left knee in the air, left foot on the floor, right leg in the air with that strap around your right foot. And we're just gonna passively just open up that hamstring. Now, as I mentioned, I can see now, Olivia, perfect. As I mentioned, when it comes to yoga, right? Just like with Tai Chi, we often when we think about yoga, we think about stretching, and when we think about stretching, we think about stretching. And in yoga, in really stretching, to passive stretching, where we want to really just hold a position, and we want to focus on a nice deep diaphragmatic breathing, right? So what I want to do in this position is I want to move into a position that's maybe a little uncomfortable, but never at all painful. And I want to feel a little bit of a stretch in the back of my leg, but again, I don't want to fight this. And then what I want to do is I want to focus on deep breathing. So I'm trying to relax the body, right? So we're going to exhale fully. Allow for a nice full inhalation into your body. Exhale fully. Allow for a nice full inhalation into your body. Let's go one more time here. Exhale all the air out of your lungs. Now what you're going to do is you're going to drop your left knee out to the side. All right, so your left knee is going to drop out to the side. We're going to take the strap and you're going to put it in your right hand. All right, so we'll take the ends of the strap and put it in your right hand and just make sure it's pretty secure. That left arm is going to go out to the side to provide you with some counterbalance. And then we're going to drop your right elbow to the floor, bringing your right leg out to the side. So we're just going to opening up in the groin on that right side. All right, so that right leg is going to come out to the side. Right elbow comes down to the floor. Left arm counterbalances by reaching out to your left. Right, you guys, yeah. And then again, you're just breathing. Make sure both hips are firmly on the floor. And just breathe, right? Exhale fully. Allow for a nice full inhalation into your body. Right? Exhale fully. Allow for a nice full inhalation into your body. One more time here. Exhale all the air out of your lungs. And as you inhale, you'll gently pull that leg up with your hand. And you're going to straighten your left leg out onto the floor to the extent that feels right for you. And we're just going to work a little bit deeper into this hamstring on the right side. Again, you're going to exhale fully. Allow for a nice full inhalation into your body. Yeah. So Olivia, if it feels okay, try straightening that left leg out onto the floor. Yeah. Again, just respect your body, right? And no pain. Yeah, one more time. I want you to exhale all the air out of your lungs, every last drop. Allow for a nice full inhalation to fill the body. And then you're going to take your left hand, right? So we'll take our left hand. We'll grab the ends of the strap with that left hand. Loop it around. Make sure it's nice and secure. I'm going to take that right arm, and I'm going to bring it out to my right. Again, to provide. Now I'm going to take that right leg over to the left side, rotating, and I'm going to bring that left elbow to the floor. Right, so the right arm is out to the side, the left elbow is down on the floor, and I've brought that right leg over, and I'm just stretching out the back of that, the outside and the back of that leg. Beautiful, you guys. Again, and we're just going to breathe here. Exhale fully. Allow for a nice full inhalation into your body. Right, exhale fully. Allow for that nice full inhalation into your body. One more time here. Exhale all the air out of your lungs, every last drop. And then take your right hand. You're going to reach around. You're going to grab the ends of that strap with your right hand. Now, if you haven't done this before, watch me first. All right, so I've got the ends of the straps with my right hand. Now, I'm going to bring that right leg around as I bring that strap up and around. And now I'm holding that strap behind me, right? I'm holding that strap behind me, bringing that leg up and back, right? So I'm stretching out my quadricep on that right side. Now just be gentle with this, and especially for you, especially on your left side. And I want you just to tuck your tailbone a little bit. Yeah, so if you know yoga dancer pose, which is really what you do standing, this is kind of, like a restorative version of that. Now I want you to exhale all the air out of your lungs, and then on your inhalation, we'll start to slowly make our way out. And then what we'll do is we'll do the same series on the other side. We'll take that right foot out of the strap, bring that right foot to the floor, put that right knee in the air, and bring that strap around that left foot. And again, we're just going to open up the back of that left leg, that hamstring. And again, at first, focus on your breath. Exhaling fully, allowing for that nice full inhalation to fill the body. Exhaling fully. Allow for that nice full inhalation to fill the body. Exhaling fully. Allowing for that nice full inhalation. And then on your next exhalation, right, we'll take that strap into the left hand. Right, ends of the strap in the left hand. Right knee is going to drop out to the side for counterbalance. Right arm is going to come out to the side for counterbalance. Left elbow comes to the floor to stretch out and open that left inner thigh. And then again, just focus on that breath. Also check in with your wrist here. Make sure your wrist stays fairly neutral, right? Don't let it get pulled too much into extension or bending forward. Again, just find that breath. Exhale fully. All the air out of your lungs. Allow for a nice full inhalation to fill the body. One more time. Exhale all the air out of your lungs. And on your inhalation, bring that leg up. We'll straighten that right leg out onto the floor. We'll grab the straps with both hands. And again, maybe you come a little bit deeper into this hamstring stretch on that left side if it feels good. Again, find that breath. Exhale fully. Allow for a nice full inhalation into your body. Exhale fully. Allow for that nice full inhalation into your body. One more time here. Exhale all the air out of your lungs. We'll grab the strap and the strap with your right hand. Left arm goes out to the side. We're going to take that left leg across the body. Right elbow comes to the floor. Right? So the left arm is counterbalancing. Right elbow comes to the floor. And we're just opening up the back of that right hip. Back and outside of that right hip. And so you can kind of play with how far you rotate. You can play with where that leg is positioned to find the optimal stretch for you. Again, just find that breath. Exhale fully. Allow for that nice full inhalation into your body. One more time. Exhale all the air out of your lungs, every last drop. Take your left hand, reach it around, grab the ends of that left strap or that strap. Then again, we're going to loop. Lydia, just be very mindful here of what's going on with your knee. And if you don't feel comfortable doing it, please don't. We're going to bring that strap up and around, and we're going to stretch that quadricep on that left side. Again, the tail slightly tucked. Again, just find that breath. Exhale fully. Allow for that nice full inhalation into your body. Exhale fully. Allowing for that nice full inhalation. One more time here. Exhale all the air out of your lungs. As you inhale, when you're ready, we'll start to slowly release. We'll just take that strap off. We'll hug the knees into the chest. And then I want you just to reach your arms, hug the knees to the chest, just flatten out that back a little bit. Take the knees wide as needed. Take a breath here. And then for one moment, we're just going to reach those arms overhead, trying to keep those knees right where they are. Reach the arms overhead, just kind of stretch out those shoulders a little bit. And just find that breath. One more time. Exhale all the air out of your lungs. As you inhale, reach back up, hugging the knees gently into the chest. And then I want you just to straighten the legs out on the floor. So you're going to lay down comfortably on your mat. And I'm just going to talk you through a little Shavasana or meditation. Right, so just lying down on your back. Just begin to let your body weight sink into the floor. To soften any tension that you might be holding in your forehead. Soften any tension around the muscles of the eyes, behind the eyes. Soften any tension in the jaw, cheeks, lips, chin. Letting go of any tension in the back of the neck from the base of the skull all the way down to the top of the shoulder blades. Softening any tension in the sides of the neck, from the ears all the way down to the sides of the neck to the shoulders. Soften in the front of the throat. Letting go in the chest, shoulders, upper back. Unwinding down the arms to the elbows, softening in the elbow. Unwinding down the forearms to the wrist, softening in the wrist. Softening in the palms of the hands, and releasing and unwinding all the way down to the fingertip. Soften in the belly. Soften in the side ribs. Unwinding the lower back as you soften in the front of the hips. Unwind the thighs as you soften in the back of the knees. Unwinding down the lower legs. Soften around the ankles. Soften in the soles of the feet, arches of the feet, and lengthen all the way out to the tips of the toes. Bring your attention back to your breath, exhaling fully, allowing for a nice full inhalation into your body. Exhale fully, all the air out of your lungs. Allow for that nice full inhalation into your body. One more time. Exhale every last bit of air from your lungs. Allow that inhalation to fill the body. And then on your next exhalation, when you're ready, you just roll to whatever side feels comfortable for you. Take a breath here. And then when you're ready, we'll press on up. And you guys are POW. How you feeling?
Wonderful. That was great.
It's a great way to finish a workout, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very good. You're very good at that.
Yeah.
Thanks, John. Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went far away.
Good. There's a term for it in yoga. It's like the name of it. I don't want to think yoga nidra or something. I forget. We're in Shavasana where you go into this like dream-like state. You're not fully present.
Hi, puppy.
And it's really restorative. It's restorative on the nervous system, right? It's almost like a daydream, right? It's kind of like hitting the reset button. It's nice.
Okay.
Well, nice work, you guys. So I will see you then tomorrow for a little.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jordan.
You're welcome.
Thank
Bye,
you, George.
John.
Thanks,
Bye,
Jordan.
puppy.
Bye,
Welcome.
Kathleen.
Bye, Olivia. Bye, John.
Bye, guys.
Have a good day. Thank you, Jordan.
You're welcome. You guys too.
See ya.
Bye.